Playground! Hooray!
It's
your mom said 'cause she knows how
showtime.
old you are.
What? Could you not step all over the intro of the show, Tomcat? We're trying to start the show here, and you're running your mouth.
I'll stop on that fucking intro, right?
No, nobody lets Tomcat talk, but all he does is talk. We've got a heck of a show lined up for you guys today. All kinds of things to discuss. Unfortunately, the White House has proclaimed today it's going to be the flags at half-mast.
Yeah.
Out of respect for the victims of the senseless act of violence that happened just a couple of days ago in Nashville. So we'd like to pay respect to those who passed away.
Sure.
People died. Another shooting. But in the state of Florida, we got open carry. You know, we want more guns here in the Sunshine State. Another thing that we think about here, of course, the show, the Outcast podcast, comes to you live from the Sunshine State, where it has been 6 months since the hurricane.
Crazy.
6 months?
Crazy.
Oh, wow.
Officially, today, 6 months.
It doesn't. Seems like it was last week.
Yeah, it don't seem like it was that long ago.
And, of course, the national media, they move on. You see, now there's big tornadoes in Mississippi that has killed people.
Oh, yeah.
A devastation there.
It's the end of days.
It could be. I know that also Black China has changed her ways. So if anything shows the change of time.
Yeah, well, it's
Black
already
China.
too late. We've already seen it all. So,
And we've also got somebody getting fired, the newswoman getting fired for dropping some Snoop Dogg-isms.
nice.
Snoop Dogg-ism.
That's funny.
And we have Gwyneth Paltrow, who has a court case going on right now where she's being sued, and we have some audio from the courtroom. And, of course, our newsman, TK, has been hard on the streets chasing the stories. Tomcat, how has your life changed here now, 6 months later after the hurricane, but you're still standing?
Yeah.
I'm still standing.
I'm still standing. Shit, I was just out on the beach yesterday,
Ooh.
and it's changed, man. It's completely changed. None of the bars or restaurants that were open before are open now. They're all gone.
That's terrible.
Gone. Not like flooded. Just they're gone. They got wiped off the map. So my life changed because I used to DJ out there 3 days a week, and I don't DJ out there anymore. I don't really go out to the beach too much anymore because I don't have a reason to, and I used to go out there all the time. So it's changed quite a bit.
No doubt, definitely. Yeah, I noticed that too. Is when I used to do deliveries and I was in the car, we wouldn't go to Fort Myers Beach, but we would head out to Pine Island and Bokeelia and the little
beautiful
roadway into there. Not
yeah,
anymore.
they got washed out.
Not
yeah.
anymore. Like you still see houses in the water.
Wow.
Like just that they haven't been able to get to yet because there's just so much damage. It's sad. A lot of people lost everything.
It's crazy.
You been out to the beach lately, Memphis?
Nope. Actually, my wife and I were just talking about it last night about the beach. Actually, I was thinking about it. And I was talking to Raymond earlier about the beach and why he hates it.
I'm not a huge fan.
And I'm like, how the hell you hate the beach and you live in Florida?
It wasn't my choice.
People pay thousands of dollars to come here, and you can just drive like 5 minutes to get.
Well, there you have it.
Now,
But
you would
I
think
like
that
the
the
beach.
beaches would draw people to the Sunshine State. You would think that
would think.
coming to Florida and not having to pay state income tax would bring you to the Sunshine
That definitely
State.
helps.
We
Yeah,
have Disney
draw.
World, Disney World down here. Orlando is the mecca of theme parks. We have the Bay Area, which is also beautiful, and they've got Busch Gardens, and they've got
That's my shit.
a lot of nice things in
I like Busch Gardens.
Miami.
St. Pete's,
what
dope.
about Miami and Fort
Miami's fun.
Lauderdale?
Hey,
The beaches
Palm
up
Beach,
in Panhandle.
Delray. Yeah, the Panhandle, best beaches in the state.
Hey, I'll give it to you. The state of Florida has a lot to offer. There's also a lot to deal with too. So be ready to do that.
Well, there is
Like you.
a news. There is a
No doubt. Hey, 100% shit.
Driving
there's
around.
a news
Damn
headline
right.
that's out right now that says the Florida NAACP has said that black people should not come to the Sunshine State. You think that's funny?
I think it's hilarious
Why do you think it's funny?
because it is, dude. I just think that, and I don't think they're lying, dude. Like, there's a lot of things going on in the state right now that are backwards as fuck.
Well, I thought we sat here and talked about all the reasons to come to Florida.
Oh,
but,
yeah, there's tons of reasons to come, but there can also be, I mean, they can both exist, reasons to come and reasons not to come. That's definitely one of them.
I just got this message from the white organization in Florida. It says, Sweet.
Yeah, his buddy's in the Klan. But you know what? Hey, I'm
That
all
was
about
pretty
it.
racist.
I was just
No,
gonna,
I was
he's a
just
dick.
kidding.
Yeah, it was.
I was just gonna say, yeah, we need to get a consulate from all the different race groups and have them tell all their people, hey, don't come to Florida. You know why? There's too many fucking people here already. Traffic is a mess. Stop it already.
Let's listen to the news story. This is from NBC2. The NAACP tells Black Americans don't come to Florida.
We are going to educate the people about Florida and what Florida is doing to black people that no black person should want to voluntarily come and be subjected to it.
James Muakil is the president of the Lee County chapter of the NAACP. He was at the Florida NAACP conference in Orlando this weekend. They voted unanimously to bring this travel advisory recommendation to the national organization. He says this is designed to keep more Black Americans from visiting or moving to Florida.
That's what we're saying to them. Don't come into racism. Stay away from it.
James.
So I guess I'd like to ask Memphis, do you feel like Florida is more racist than most of the states in the United States? Do you feel more racism when you're here in the Sunshine State? You've traveled around.
Okay.
Ooh,
Wow,
he
I
put you
would-
on the spot.
Yeah, I do, but here's the reason why. Prior to me moving to Florida, those of us who live outside of this state always make fun of this state.
Big time.
It's a thing. Like, everybody makes fun of Florida, especially when I lived out west, you know, in Arizona and Cali and Texas. People would make fun of Florida because they would say that's where all the crazy. If you crazy, you do a crime or whatever, go to Florida. You can come up missing. If you think about it, we watched that movie with Ben Affleck when they were like bank robbers and shit, and
A
they in
lot
Boston.
of degenerates do
And
come to
they
Florida
like-
after they do fucked up shit.
Hell yeah, he's like, I'm gonna get this lick and I'm
That
gonna
seems to be true.
go to Florida and disappear.
It's true.
People come here.
They can make a new identity.
We got some.
Yeah,
we
I
got
meet
some
people
totally
all the
new
time.
identity
I'm like,
shit.
this person just shows up and they're
That's
like a little
totally.
crazy.
But that's
you
part of
find
the
out they're
reason why
from
it's
up
so
north. That's not
fun.
even their fucking name.
Yeah.
It's for to back
It's
on
scary.
point for black people. I don't disagree with that. I personally haven't had any run-ins bad with the law, you know.
Sure.
But
Yeah,
I know
no.
quite a few who have, and it hasn't been pleasant, you know. But then it's not just that. You have like the crazy ass white people down here. Let's just be real. When I first moved to Florida and I heard somebody say Florida crack, I'm like, anywhere else, somebody be fighting like, oh, them fighting words.
That
Here it's like, oh, that's a thing.
It's celebrated.
This guy
That's
told-
what we
They're
call
good with it,
ourselves here.
I was
though.
like-
it doesn't
They're
have
cool
anything
with
to do with racism.
This guy
though.
told me, he said, man, call me a Florida crack. I'm like, I am not doing that, bro. Because we don't do that. Because you crazy. And then not only that, but also you got the racist Latinos. Because you have
I'm
do.
looking at one. No,
Well,
just
you
kidding.
mean
No, but-
prejudiced Latinos? Latinos
Well,
can't be racist. They don't have power to
Well,
do
yeah,
shit.
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
The prejudice Latinos.
yeah, there's tons of them.
Latinos
I ain't
have no
gonna lie to that.
power.
Not
It's-
here.
They have no
And-
power.
Not
No,
here.
listen.
Not.
So you have
Not in
that
making
dynamic,
laws.
and also
No.
if someone
There's no Latin judges.
Maybe a few.
Latin
Hey,
cops.
maybe a few.
hey, listen, I'm up here trying to
Yeah,
explain
go ahead.
something. And so, and also for its growth, there's no growth of African Americans here in the state of Florida. It's just not. It's not.
I can,
you know.
I can say how you
So
feel
what
that
about
way,
the
sure.
black businesses though that are here in Florida on a
But
serious
there aren't-
note? Don't you need people to come here and
But
to
there aren't that
patronize
many,
those
listen,
businesses?
But there are not that many black-owned businesses in the state of
It's
Florida.
a big state, man.
I know that.
That's
Trust me, I'm a part.
It's not like there's
I'm-
10 of them.
No, TK.
It's a big
I'm-
ass state.
Most of the black-owned businesses in this state, everybody knows each other.
Or within, and
I'm-
they're
well,
within
I'm
the
just saying,
community.
like, I'm-
like-
Don't you
listen,
think that
'cause I'm one of
telling
them.
people not to come here would affect those businesses negatively? I'm only thing I'm saying.
Not necessarily, because some of the businesses they have don't determine not for black people. What they're saying as black people, we come here and if you do come here, be careful, just like anywhere else. But Florida's getting out of hand. I mean, you got what DeSantis been doing all this crazy shit from his affair of like black history, and now he's trying to move black fraternity sororities off of campuses. You know, the gun laws. It's just not safe. it's just not safe. And
You think it's less safe
backwards.
for black people than it is for white people or Spanish
Interesting.
people or Chinese people or
Interesting.
Korean
it's ve-
people?
Yeah, because I mean, let's be honest, white people, this shit ain't really happening to white. Shit happens to white people, like anybody else. But
Sure.
what we're saying, we talking about black folks, man.
Yeah, but
because
statistically, that doesn't
but
pan out.
but
what
black
you're saying
and
there.
also
You know
you
what?
guys understand that black people still haven't been getting the justice that they deserve when all this
and
crazy
I-
shit happens.
Okay, I can understand
it's
that.
a lot included.
I
in
can
that.
understand
It's
that.
a lot included. In that.
There's a show on Paramount Plus. It's a new streaming that I picked up this week. My wife actually picked it up, and they have a show on there, missing or something about missing, right? And there was the first show, took 2 episodes, came right out of Collier County, and it was a police officer, all right, who 2 minority people within a 3-month span was seen with him the last time ever since.
Okay. When
He's
did this
living
happen?
in Collier County.
When did this happen?
This happened in like 90,
Oh,
no,
you know
in
what?
2002.
My wife
In
told me about
2002.
that.
20 years ago.
My wife told
Dude, are
me
you
about that.
fucking kidding me? That's not a long time.
a
That's
long
not a long
time.
time. Dude, that's not a
20
long
It doesn't.
time.
It doesn't make a case that you
Okay.
can't come here safely.
Okay, no,
is
I'm
what
not saying
telling you.
no. I'm not saying
It
that.
don't matter.
No, we're not
It
talking
don't
about
matter
that.
about
What
that.
I'm talking
Isn't that
about.
what we're talking about? Isn't that the main issue we're talking
will
about?
you stop? It's no.
Okay.
What we did, where we were at was it or not whether it was safer for white people or minorities, and
Not
I'm
safe or as safe.
okay. And
as
I'm saying
dangerous or as safe.
It's
not.
not
I'm
as
saying
safe.
it's not.
It's not
I'm
as safe.
saying
Well,
it's not
it
just
is.
for this point. Just listen to what I'm saying. Let me finish the story, okay? Before you butt in, all right? Basically, all right.
I just want to talk every now and then. No,
Stop
it's cool.
butting in,
No, it's cool.
Tomcat. Let him
Cool.
talk. Let him talk.
No, I'll listen to your story.
Okay,
Go ahead.
basically, it's not a story. It
We're
actually
trying to hear the story.
fucking
Let him
happened
tell the story.
right here in Collier County.
I know
okay?
the story, actually.
Okay, good. I'm glad you do. Let everybody else know. Okay, the police officer was interrogated. Everything. The family. The mom's still fighting with these motherfuckers about this shit. Okay, they have actual eyewitnesses of people that attest sworn statements saying that the last time this person was seen was with this police officer. The police wouldn't do anything. And the guy is living in Iowa or some shit, Idaho or some shit, somewhere else in America right now. And I understand that there's a place where, okay, in order to prove murder, that you have to have a body. But if you're a person of authority and people come up missing, and there was a lot of shit going on, according to this thing, that was true, that there was messages back and forth with the dispatcher and him, but then after the fact, they were reporting to the family, oh no, this was never called in and all this other bullshit. It's shady fucking bullshit like that, okay, that makes it seem way less safe for minorities because authority can pull shit like that off. And they don't typically do shit like that to white people. I'm sorry. If
They
you
sure
look
don't.
at
The
the history of the world,
statistics just
that
don't bear
doesn't-
that out, man.
Really?
That's the only
That's
thing.
not-
You're saying that
Yeah, they don't.
typically in America that most white people that are last seen with police officers come up missing forever?
Yeah,
that
that's-
doesn't happen.
That does not
That
happen.
doesn't happen.
Ever.
That doesn't happen.
And if it has
And I'm not
happened,
saying it happens.
if
to
it-
a
Listen,
lot.
what I'm saying
not saying
is,
it happens
can
a
I
lot.
talk for a second?
All right,
Or are
Tomcat,
you just
go
gonna
ahead.
not let me
Go
talk?
ahead. It's your turn, Tomcat.
What I'm saying
Go
is the statistics for violent crime via the FBI, and I'm not going to go into the boring statistics, but they bear out that violent crime is committed at an equal rate for white and black people, which means it's just as dangerous for a white or a black person in
When you're-
America.
Yeah, when you're talking about violent
you're
crimes,
talking about-
statistically like street crime,
but
sure.
what you-
I mean,
you missed-
Yeah,
But we're
and
talking
the
about-
cops are not picking people up off the
No.
streets, kidnapping
I'm
people.
not saying
man.
they are. I'm not saying they are. My dad was a cop. I know they don't do
I'm
that.
not going to
So
say
that,
that.
I
they
mean,
don't.
I'm just
that's not
saying-
something you need to worry about in Florida.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, you do because you
Well,
looking at.
is it you do or
But-
you
But
don't?
hold on, you're looking at it from a white man's standpoint.
You
I'm
definitely
white.
don't.
You
That's
got to
why.
understand, and plus you're a natural Floridian.
You were
You're
born
one of-
here. Like-
Yes.
You
and
so-
I'm not saying
and
they
say-
are.
And I get where you're coming from,
I
but
back
it's not
police.
about how you view it. It's about what the warning was for folks like me.
Listen,
Because
the
I-
person who you're talking about, I know this person well, and he went after one of the restaurants that was downtown, and was saying that the guy was all racist, and then he eventually had to retract that. So he has a history of kind of like getting above his skis on things.
But
this
TK,
guy.
but you missed the whole point. Like, yeah, you can know who that guy is, but you missed the whole point of the story where
Which point?
everybody from the NAACP in this state, they were all together. It wasn't just him. It was a lot of them. A lot of them. It wasn't just him saying, "Hey, let's do this."
If you can't
it was
see
all
that,
of
that's
them, and
not
it said
right,
it was
dude.
What's
unanimous.
not right? What's not
But
right?
hold on,
What's
listen.
going on? The laws and all
they
the
were
other shit
all
that's
What's
voted
law?
going on in Florida.
unanimously.
What law?
The law about the not learning about Black history in books and pulling shit out of books.
There's
and
a
shit
law
like that.
that you can't
I'm
learn
pretty
about
sure
Black
it has
history.
to do something with
Show
our
me
fucking
the law.
governor because he's the one who's fucking doing
He's
it. So
about to
yeah,
do it.
The
law's
governor
involved.
made a law. You can't learn Black
He's
history.
about to do it.
Well, people can
Critical
look it up
race-
and Google
critical
that. Did the
race
governor
theory.
make a
There's
law?
shit going on with it.
They can
There's some
research
shit
it
going on with
themselves.
it.
They all got a
Sure.
computer. They're
And like I
sure at
said,
it.
and then he's
Sure.
about to and now he's trying to pull diversity for his like historically Black fraternities, sororities off campus. That affects me
Okay,
because
that's an arguable argument right
It's-
there.
it's-
Yeah. To go to college here, maybe you don't want to go to college here because he's doing
But
bad things too.
but still,
So
it
you're
don't-
going to
HBCU.
it don't
isolate
ma-
that.
But
You're
it
going
don't
to
matter.
isolate that.
That's-
Is that what you're going to do?
So that
You're
means-
gonna sit here and
isolating
isolate-
it?
Oh, it's just college kids.
I
College
think
kids don't
Florida
come
is a
here
great
'cause
place
he's
to
only
live for white
racist
and
to-
black people or anyone. I would never tell someone don't come
But
here because
also-
of your race.
but
That's
also-
racist.
but-
It's segregationist. Y'all, it's crazy.
It's not. No, it's
Segregation
Making
is.
laws.
We got away from segregation.
laws
You guys
against
always
people
rail about
is that.
segregation, and you're talking about
That
segregation.
is not
Dude, how are you
how's that
twisting it
how's
like
that
this? Oh my
segregation?
God.
That is
Telling
no-
black people
Oh my
not to come to
God.
Florida.
Well,
That's
Terry,
segregation.
I'm-
No, that's
I'm
like
done.
it's being
I can't
segregation
even-
is saying,
I
okay, all the
can't.
black
It's
people that live in the state of
unbelievable.
Florida should also leave.
Fucking kidding.
What the hell are you
Why
talking
is it? How is
about?
it not?
Jesus.
That is not.
Done.
That's telling everybody.
One race don't come here in America. That's not segregation. You're done.
I'm done.
No.
Explain
I'm
why
done.
it's not.
I'm done.
No, it's not.
I'm done.
Of course you are.
It's not.
Of course you are.
It's
Go
not.
ahead,
It
live in
is
your
not
little
that.
chamber, dude.
Because
Good.
people need to be cautious coming to this state. You don't understand because you lived in Florida your whole life and you white.
You didn't
You
answer
don't-
the
but you-
question. Why is telling one group of people, take away its black people,
No,
not to
but
come to Florida is not
You cannot-
segregation?
no, we-
Answer
we-
the question.
No, we're not
You
separating.
can't answer it.
Because
You
I'm
can't
not.
answer it.
I can't answer it. I'm
Can't.
answering it right now because we're not separating the question. The question was it was for black people. We not. It's not. I'm not some substitute. I'm not. My people no substitute. You don't substitute us to do to new.
You're not
prove a
answering the
point.
question.
I'm telling you, it ain't about answering the question. I'm telling you at
You're
this point.
segregating
It's
people.
not segregating. If it's not safe to
Understand.
for-
Read the definition
it's
of that
not-
word.
You
safe.
said you were
Read the
done.
definition.
You said you were done.
Yeah, read the
it's
definition
not.
of that word.
If it's not.
Thank you.
If they deem it not
Because you
safe
obviously don't know what that means.
for African Americans to move to this state. It could be goddamn Mississippi anywhere. And they've done that. They've done that.
There's
So
nothing
it's-
wrong
it-
with this
it-
state.
Look,
There's nothing wrong with this
you're
state.
looking at the good, and that's nothing wrong with that because I
Yeah,
see the good.
there's a lot of it.
Because I live in this crazy ass
Sure.
state. I live in this state by choice.
I'm just saying, look,
You know what I'm saying?
the
But-
statistics don't bear out that it is more
But you gotta
dangerous
get
for
past-
black people in this
but
state.
TK,
They
you gotta
don't.
get past. You got to get past
statistics.
statistics. And
Those
come
are
into-
numbers. They don't lie.
Listen, but
Those
also
are the numbers.
But if you when you go outside and go and look in reality don't lie either when you pay attention.
You just see what you see in your little space when you go outside. You see
when
what
I-
you see where you are.
when I go
These
outside-
numbers are from the whole country.
No, when I say
I
when
know
go
you guys
outside,
don't
I
want me
can
to
tell-
have an opinion. I get that.
Who
But
ever
I'm
said
sorry.
you-
I do.
Nobody
Yeah.
did.
Sorry.
Did anyone,
Just because you have an opinion doesn't mean it's factual.
and-
Same
and-
to you.
And secondly, nobody.
That's the
mine
same to
is.
you.
Mine is though. Mine
Oh,
are facts.
yours is, though.
I don't
Of
have an
course yours
opinion.
is.
I don't have an opinion.
No,
Hold
you
on.
have the facts.
I speak the
Yeah,
facts.
That's
Yeah,
what it is.
I don't have an opinion.
What was the fact again that you wouldn't say because you just butted out of the conversation? You gave up. What was
No,
it?
there was no fact that I wouldn't say. You don't know what the fuck segregation is. Segregation is when the government makes a certain group of people live in a certain area and another group of people live in the other area for economic
And make
reasons
sure
to
they
give them an
can't vote.
advantage.
Make sure they-
yeah,
they're
and
like
fuck
looked at
do
as
shit like
less
that.
than-
You know,
less
like the
than.
shit that our governor did by changing the fucking voting lines and making it harder for
Yes,
black
he
people to
did.
vote. Shit like that, okay?
Yes, he did.
But since you don't want to fucking hear that shit, that's fine. Yeah,
did wanna hear
Disneyland
it.
and
That's
fucking
why I asked you.
and Ultra
But-
fucking music festival. That's fucking Florida for you, okay? Congratulations.
Well,
I
here's
like
the
that.
thing.
I like that.
Well, hold on.
But
Let
it's
me-
still
hold on,
segregation
wait.
to tell a group of people not
No,
to come
it's
to an
telling
area
them
in
to
the
be
United
fucking
States.
careful because
That's the whole point.
shit
is to be
doesn't look
careful.
shit looks bleak. It's kind of fucked up right now.
Because
that's
white
what they're
people,
telling them.
Because white people deal with a
And
lot of
so
crazy
play
shit.
it forward. What happens if they don't come?
they go
Hopefully
somewhere
shit gets
else.
better.
Segregation.
Hopefully the economic hit makes people notice that the shit that's going on is fucking
speaking of
stupid
that,
and
the-
bullshit,
and the
and they
economic-
fucking boycott.
I'd like
because
to.
we do
I'd like to
shit make
interject
people
here
come
for a
back.
moment. Let me interject. I'd like to ask Memphis if telling people not to come here
Right.
is a good thing in your opinion. That if people don't come here, but I guess my question to you is like, what is going to be the solution? What would you do if you ran the state? What's going to clean up the state to make black people want to move here?
Man, look, it's big. That's a loaded question because it's bigger than the state. It's the country, but because we were talking towards black people, man, because at the end of the day, people just want to make it home safe,
and live.
work and live, and not have worry about somebody calling the
Dumb
cops
shit.
on them. Get paid a fair wage like everybody else. When they graduate from college, don't get looked over, because they got a weird ass last name because they can't pick their mom and daddy. Shit like that. Don't discriminate against them for shit. Just like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? But this Florida is a different state. Like I told y'all before when I first said, before I moved here to the state, this is how everybody views Florida. Everybody views Florida this way. Every single state.
One thing
views
I've
Florida
noticed
the
that-
same way. Everybody and anybody will tell you that.
One thing I've noticed about Florida is that it is a place where there's people from everywhere.
Sure.
Yes, it is.
You got people that are from the Midwest. A lot of people from Ohio and Florida.
A lot.
A lot of people from New York move here.
Sure.
A lot of people from other states.
Yeah.
It seems like there's not a lot of people that were.
I
like
got some
Tomcat
black
born
friends
here.
coming in from Ohio on Saturday. Should I tell them to turn around because it's scary here in Florida?
If you ask,
Just warn them.
They're pretty
Just warn
badass, so
them.
I don't think they're worried
probably
about
fine.
coming
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
You know
they're
what I'm
probably
saying?
cool. Yeah.
but if you
I think they're good.
But no,
Yeah,
if you,
but
no,
authorities
listen,
get 'em.
But if you had a real conversation, if they had a real conversation, I'm sure they would tell you
They love Miami. I think they think it was
Miami's fun.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
Miami's fun.
it's not. Fuck Miami. I'm talking about.
I
The
think they
bigger
would think
picture.
you were ridiculous. That's what I
No,
think they would think.
no, I doubt that.
I just think
They-
it's a
then they're-
negative. It's
then
kind
they're
of a
fools.
negative
They're
game
fools.
plan
That's
to
the
say
thing.
don't
They're
come to
fools.
Florida. To me, is a little negative. Like maybe say, hey, there's things that we need to do in Florida that we need to have open discussion. But to come out and say don't come
Come here. You think it's harsh?
it's kind of negative. It's just to me, it's negative marketing. It's sending a negative message, and I always like to think positive. So maybe they should be trying
here,
to come
help
up
us
with
make it better?
come up with solutions rather than just being negative and telling people not to come.
I can buy into that.
But if you are African American and you're looking for a place, I looked up on Google the 5 best states to go if you are black. So if you're not coming to Florida, how about Delaware? It's number 5 on the list.
Sorry about that.
The black residents make up nearly a quarter of the population. And it seems like things are going well in Delaware. It's a small state.
Yeah, it's very small.
Nevada coming in at number 4. Black residents only represent 12% of the state's population. However, very business-friendly state and minority-owned businesses, a lot of them in the state of Nevada.
No Ron DeSantis.
Texas, although that's a
Safe.
Texas seems safe for black
Very
people.
true.
Texas ranks high thanks to its consistency. Black entrepreneurs find it profitable
funny.
to start a business
Truth, I can speak.
in Texas.
I lived in Texas for a long time. One of my regrets.
All this cash can go
Leaving
further in
there.
Texas because, like the state of Florida, there's no state income tax.
That's pretty awesome.
Just like Nevada.
And resources available to
And
local
Florida.
black businesses include the Texas Black Expo and the Dallas Black Chamber of Commerce. They both assist in helping assist underserved businesses, and that's Texas coming in at number 3. Number 2,
Number 2.
Maryland.
Maryland. I got family in Maryland.
31% of the population is African American, and it
are
looks
not.
like
Clearly.
the free state ranks first nationally for the most black-owned businesses per 1 million people.
That's pretty awesome.
And then number 1, if you're looking for the place to go, thanks to a trio of top 5 metrics, Virginia ranks number
VA.
1.
Interesting.
Black-run businesses
I
employ
can see that too.
over 2%.
Oh, you
That's the-
turned
is that
off
the-
my thing.
Is that the only one in the South?
Again.
What's
Out of the
that?
states?
Virginia. Yep.
Virginia's kind of South, right? A lot of
Yeah,
people
it's
consider
the,
Virginia
look
Look at
South.
my African American over here.
Yeah, Virginia.
Look at him.
Yeah,
Are
Virginia's
you the
South.
greatest? You know what I'm talking about?
It's on the
Okay.
Mason-Dixon line.
It's right there, right?
Yeah, it's on the right
Interesting.
there. Virginia and Maryland.
I would imagine
Yeah,
it's
so
gorgeous
Virginia,
there too.
Virginia, it's the South.
Kind of mountainy.
All right.
Virginia's awesome, man. Virginia's awesome. If y'all haven't not been to Virginia, I highly recommend it.
I like Virginia. I got a friend
You
who lives
been?
there as well.
Just keep in mind,
Beautiful.
it is a Commonwealth state, and if you get pulled over, you can get pulled over for anything out there. They'll give you a ticket for anything. Trust me, especially Virginia Beach.
I won't drive.
We are
Don't do it. Don't do it. Take it from me. Don't do it.
We
Don't
are
do
the
it.
Outcast podcast,
Yes, we
and
are.
we're being brought to you by BetterHelp.com/Outcast. You can save 10% on your first month's service. If you would like to get some therapy, you pick your therapist. You get to decide if you like them. If you don't, you dump them, and you can do it right from the convenience of your own home, right in front of your computer. And do we have a deal for you? Go to BetterHelp.com/Outcast. Save 10%
Do it.
on your next month's therapy. You know,
Get on that.
why not invest in yourself?
Yeah.
You say you love yourself, get on it,
That's
yo.
where you
Prove
start.
it.
Yeah.
Prove it to yourself. Don't
you
lie to
start.
yourself no more. Don't lie to nobody else. You
Right
need
here.
help. We all need help. And there's nothing wrong with it.
I know
My
I do.
therapist, she dope. She dope, man. I have some of the realest conversations
That's cool.
with her, and I'm a prideful guy, but listen.
Would you tell her to move to Florida?
She lives in Florida.
Oh, she does.
Jackass with that.
But ironically, she is actually getting ready to move to North Carolina. She's moving out of state and going to North Carolina. So yeah. So
All
she's
right.
moving out of Florida. So there you go.
Let's move on to the next topic. It has been a very black-dominated show. We'll stick with that theme as we talk about Black China.
All right.
Although she's no longer
make-
Black China, she's now dropped the moniker.
Is that what she said?
She's gone back to her new name, or old name, original name, Angela.
Consuela.
Angela Renee White.
Angela.
Okay.
And she stopped posting.
Yeah.
She stopped posting on her OnlyFans account.
Aw.
No more pictures of her hoo-ha out there on
Did she
OnlyFans.
leave the old ones up at least? Come on!
I got about 10 of them saved, so I'm good.
I mean, I think if you've been making $240 million, at some point you feel like, hey, I won. I don't need to masturbate every night in front of my phone so that I can get paid.
Now, here's a question. And I'll throw this to you guys because
What
I
is
don't want
that?
to answer
Oh,
it.
that's
That
her
may be
getting
rude.
dunked, huh?
Yeah.
She got baptized.
That was her before.
Yeah.
Now I see why she got born again, because
Do
that shit
you-
right there is demonic. I don't know what's going on
Do
with that.
you think because she
scary looking.
attained all that wealth doing things that she now frowns upon, should she donate that to causes that she feels could use them? Perhaps her church?
Do we
or
know that
other
she
churches?
you know
frowns
what?
on it, or if she's just she has just moved on from that point in her life? She has
here-
children.
Here's the deal, right? I'm like, look, if you changing your life for the greater good to be a Christian and all the good stuff, hey, I salute you and I pray you doing it for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no Christian, but good luck. However, I'm keeping kind of eye like you better not backslide and be getting back and doing some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Because she had her BBL thing removed, took her implants out.
Yeah.
She had a demonic tattoo removed. So I'm giving her credit, but the main thing is the bigger point, the picture, the story is her being an example for all these bitches out here who just wilding the fuck out, like just putting it out there, like, look, cute fades, but dumb is forever. You know what I'm saying? Stop putting your ass out there all the time. Have some respect for yourself.
Well, she's trying to now. But I'm
Well,
saying,
her-
There's the
I'm talking about-
tattoo.
but I'm-
Oh yeah, that's demonic for sure.
But
Look
I'm
at that
talking
shit.
about. I ain't talking
It
about
was the
I-
fucking devil.
Yeah, I ain't talking about her. I'm
Sweet.
talking about all these other chicks out here, and these little IG,
that's actually
little
a specific
IG
demon.
chicks and
That's
bitches that
the
be all
devil.
up on OnlyFans and stuff like that. Like you can do
Demon
better
Yeah,
than
yeah.
show your ass.
He's a vice lord. Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
No, no. And here was my take on it, though.
So
Because
like I was saying,
Hot take.
you know,
Ramos, hot
No,
take.
no,
instead of like showing your ass on IG and everywhere, because you motherfuckers was talking in between my talking, and I'm still getting my point. So you gotta
go
wait.
ahead. I thought
know.
you were done. My bad.
No, y'all was running your mouth. So like I
We're
was
making
saying
jokes.
with that, so what? I ain't no damn joke. So instead of
That's
showing
Joe
your ass,
Pesci. What
and
am
all
I, a
that
joke
shit
to
like
you?
that,
What am I, funny? Like, ha ha, I'm a
You know?
fucking joke?
I
Continue.
feel
right? I can't talk around this motherfucker.
Go
That's
ahead.
right.
I'm good.
Listen,
All right.
the only point that I was seeing is that in their particular book, in the Bible, in the holy book itself, it says that it's harder for a rich man to get into heaven than a camel to go through a needle.
Eye of a needle.
So
you gotta squeeze his ass through there.
if you're gonna be Christian, then you need
Gotta
to
be
be
poor.
fucking Christian. Like, you don't have to be poor, but if you got way too much money, then I think you should be doing some good with it. If that's who you say you are,
Maybe she will.
I hope so. That's all I'm saying.
She'll give everybody like free makeup and what is that? The Snapchat or whatever.
Instagram,
OnlyFans.
there you go.
She'll help everybody
Hey,
else
man,
build their
and
OnlyFans.
I'm with him. If she does something good with it, then yes. Okay, congratulations.
But I'm
happy
starting
for
to be
you.
of the belief that like it really doesn't matter, and you could, you do anything good with it or not. Kind of do what you want.
Sure.
I think you need to do unto others as you would want done to yourself.
That's And if you need the threat of eternal damnation to be that person, you're not a good person.
Well,
Yep.
I'm happy
He
for
says,
Black China.
so, yeah, me too.
I'm
Yeah,
happy she's
good for her.
cleaned it up, and
Sweet.
she's. I mean,
Yeah.
plus, if you got kids, do you really want to have videos out there where your daughter gets old enough, and next thing you know, she wants to have an OnlyFans?
Does she have kids?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does.
She does. I think it's a little too late.
With the Kardashian boy.
Oh, that's right, Rob. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, I think it's a
Kardashians
little
got
late
another
today.
one.
They're going to be exposed
They,
to one
they got
way or
another one.
and it's
I guess they
unfortunate.
can welcome his ass home.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't drove her ass to get her life right. Damn Kardashian strike again.
They hit the black pot.
Yes.
Tell
No?
you, man.
Nobody? Oh.
I was there.
That was funny.
That was funny.
Good stuff.
Bad
Rainbow.
Bunny. hey,
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
hey, and Bad Bunny about to find out the hard way.
Oh, he's been getting it the hard way a lot.
Yeah, with Kendall.
Who's he having sex with?
Who?
That
Everybody?
Kendall
Bad
Jenner.
Bunny? He
Bad
should
Bunny.
be. He's the
Yeah, he
man.
hanging out with Kendall
Oh,
Jenner.
did he get her pregnant? Or she's trying to
Just
drag
on
him
the
in.
sheer number
Yeah,
of
they
requests
dating
he
right now,
gets,
yo.
he should be having lots of sex.
I'm sure his grandma's
From all
doing
those
the
girls
Santa
that hold
Cena.
their phones up, he's got to be getting
Girls?
mad puss.
Girls?
He better.
He's getting mad whatever he wants.
Oh, okay.
I think he's bisexual.
Well, sure. That's fine.
I don't know. I'm just my personal
Why do you
opinion.
Why do you think that?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
maybe
just
the
think he's
hair, the
bisexual.
rainbow hair.
Well, some of his mannerisms and things of that nature that he does tells me that he's not as straightforward as a person as people would like to believe. Like, and I'm not calling him a liar or anything. He doesn't put his personal life out there like that. I think he puts the person he wants everybody
He might be
to perceive
trisexual,
him.
just trying whatever,
Yeah,
like I'm rich.
Pride-
kind of like a Diplo
Trisexual.
thing. You
Is
know
that
what
a
I'm saying?
thing?
Like,
Pride sex?
hey, when you're
Try.
rich, you got a lot of money,
Yeah,
you ain't
try
got to worry
whatever.
about
You know what I'm
shit.
saying?
You know,
Oh
like,
no, hell no!
You think
Fuck
about
that,
weird
man.
shit.
You can't just trisexual.
No,
No,
me
I knew a lot of
If you're
girls
a
growing up
dude
that were
if you
trisexual.
have sex willingly with a guy,
They tried with everybody.
you at least bisexual
do
or
whatever.
gay. Same things with a woman. You lay with another woman, you either bi or you a lesbian.
That's
That's how it is. Ain't no. I tried that in college. Oh, fuck that. You
Well,
know who you
now
are.
they have non-binary and
What the fuck does that mean?
gender morph. What is it? So you can go back and forth. That's the same thing. It's like trisexual. You're going back and forth.
That's what non-binary means.
Gender
Hey man,
What?
whatever anybody
what
got to call
non-binary
themselves,
means?
I don't know.
non-binary means you don't have a gender.
Yeah,
Means you're
nothing.
You don't have a gender.
you identify as neither female nor male. You're just a person.
Prince.
He was could have been mistaken as both.
Do we know what the moving on to another topic, the Nashville shooter? Do we know what Audrey Hale identifies as? Is it a he? Is it a she? Is it a they?
It said a she, right? Wait.
Well,
Wait a
it was
minute.
what I was saying
Wait a
yesterday.
minute.
A lot of the media was originally calling her she, and they didn't like
So-
that because I guess she,
She
wanted to be
a
him,
he.
him,
Okay.
him.
Okay,
him.
so I'm-
him
Wait.
on her thing.
Wait. Slow down. Slow down. Wait a minute. Because I'm confused. Because I'm like, so. Is
Well,
it,
I mean, to
was it a
her it was
he?
important.
Of course, yeah, no,
but was it a
100%.
he then a she, or was it a she then a he?
I'm pretty sure it was a she,
wanted to
then
be
went to
male.
She wanted to be a male,
So she went to
or
he.
she felt she was a
She
male.
did.
Sure.
She did.
Oh, man.
And then, yes, she went to the Christian school and she shot 3 9-year-olds and
Very
she shot
sad.
3 teachers and
She's
she
sad.
shot 1 black custodian.
She
That
said.
ain't cool. See?
So she was a racist too, huh?
Yep.
Nice.
See?
So now
Shooting
you
little
like her?
kids.
Now you like her?
This is
No,
the
I'm
footage
kidding.
of it. No.
I'm just stop it.
She said on
You're like,
her.
who's
Oh,
that?
it's terrible.
What's her
This
name?
is her shooting her way. She shot her way through the door.
She's sick in the
showing
head. dude.
footage on the video.
Whatever. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude.
I mean, she's
I'm
not.
just
I'm not saying that
confused
rude.
by it, but
She's obviously sick, man. Anybody that does that has
yeah,
mental
no, it's
issues.
fucked up. She's a
Needs
little
help.
kid.
Yeah.
They
It's
did
fucked
take her
up.
out, or he out, or they. I mean, how
That's-
could you say they when it's just one?
One, I know. It's
I mean, if you have to, you have to as a law officer. Like, there's no way around it. But it's sad. I can assure you that the
it is
police
sad all the way
officer
around.
that had to do that probably feels worse than anybody on earth could feel about it right now. That he had to do that. His hand was forced.
yeah, shit's is really shitty.
She got a message from one of her teammates. I guess the girl Audrey or boy or whatever it was. Audrey Hale, the shooter in Nashville, sent a message to one of her basketball teammates, and it said, quote, "I'm planning to die today. You'll probably hear about me on the news." So she sent out a warning. She was 28. He was 28 years old. Shattered the glass doors at the school, walked down the hall, armed with 2 AR-style rifles and a handgun. And like TK said, shot and killed 3 9-year-old students and 3 adult staff members
That's
before the police responded and fatally shot Hale around 10:25.
In 15 minutes. And thank God they did, because 15 minutes, that's it. That's all. And she still did all that. She fired like hundreds of rounds. So imagine if they wouldn't have got there in 15 minutes. The other police and the other one, the Uvalde or whatever, was like an hour before they went
I
in.
wonder
and
what
that guy
kind of
killed,
gun
like,
she
the
was
whole
using.
classroom.
Was it a 9mm?
It was 2
Nope.
AR-15 style
AR-15.
guns and a handgun.
And it also says here that
Interesting.
the shooter was under medical care, under doctor's care for an emotional disorder.
She did legally buy the guns, but she should have been looked at for that, and maybe not been able to
Background
have the guns.
checks.
Just
Background
that
check.
it always seems to be something they missed when we look at these.
Background check.
And I don't know. The Second Amendment is definitely something where it's final. People have the right to bear arms, but so taking someone's guns away is very hard. It's just
Sure.
legally, it's very
Nobody's
hard.
saying anything about taking
But-
the guns away.
But red
Folks are just
flagging
saying
someone
it's
who
like,
is having mental
if
problems.
you haven't, if somebody, if
It's
your
maybe smart.
if your neighbor has,
You can amend it.
if your neighbor's 730 and and they get their hands on a gun, you ain't gonna want them to have that gun, do you? No. That's where background checks come in. It ain't that hard, man. People.
Well, I do say
it's
this: if
just like,
somebody
look,
wants to do something
if you
bad,
can
they're
have
going to do it.
I can say,
She would have
listen,
done it with
if
something.
you want 100 guns, listen, I want you to have 100 guns.
You can kill a
However-
9-year-old with a
ho-
rock.
Hold on. However,
Sure.
you need to go through a background check. You need to have all your
Gotta
weapons
get background
registered.
checks for those rocks.
You know what I'm saying?
can't
and you have
kill
them registered because it saves you. Because if you
5
if
people in
something
3
happens,
minutes with a rock, though.
You probably could.
you see what I'm saying?
Depends on who you are.
Goddamn motherfuckers, stop this goddamn cross conversation shit when I'm talking, Ramo. The fuck?
It's your fault, Ramo.
Go ahead, Memphis. We're listening.
No, I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
What are you saying?
Have the background checks. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you
I know what you're saying.
register the weapons for your protection, because if you got 100 guns, you got them all registered, you come in every year, have them, all right, your guns are good. So, because a lot of shit that happened on the street with stolen weapons and shit like that, it keeps you in the clear. That's just some simple shit. Like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I do this little background check to make sure I'm good to have these weapons.
They already do background checks.
But like mental, like make sure motherfuckers ain't wacko.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I agree.
That's what
They
I'm
should have
saying. And that's-
flagged her for being in
And that's what
that.
I'm saying.
for having that breakdown.
And that's what people be saying about background checks, and motherfuckers be going all weird and shit. They're like, nobody's saying I'm taking your guns. They should say you should have a background
Also,
check.
let me
for
just
them.
say this.
Register
I do
that
believe
shit.
this should be a hate crime because she went after that Christian school. It's a Christian school hate crime. It's not, though, right now. It's not being reported as one.
could
I think
be.
it should be. I'm just
It
going to say
could
that.
be. Sure.
Sorry, guys.
And now, when you look at things like school shooters, you typically don't see a girl shooting. It's usually a white male.
She didn't want to be.
But she didn't want to be a boy. She wanted to be a man. So, is this a female shooter? Is this a male shooter? Is it a they shooter? I mean, to me, it's a girl. Do we have a picture of the
I
shooter?
don't know.
Can we put it up on the screen? I mean, that's how you tell when you take a look at them. Is it a boy? Is it a girl? Is it a them? Is it a they? I'm not sure, but we typically normally just see the outrage, crazy.
She's there in the
white
bottom
shooter.
left corner of your screen in the red shirt.
Oh, Ramo? I see her.
Sorry. Not a time for joking.
That's a good one.
No
Yeah,
joking.
yeah.
Sorry.
I see them. I can see them.
They're working hard diligently. Back, our video team is working hard in the back. Oh,
There it is.
now in that picture, she definitely. But the picture they've been showing a lot on the news is the one with the striped shirt right there.
Yeah, I see
Oh,
it.
that one.
Yeah. But
Looks like a girl
but
to
I
me.
gotta tell you, with the
I
ARs
thought it
and
was
the
a girl.
hat backwards, she does look like a lot of young guys I know, skinny guys.
To me, it looks
Look
like
at
a
it.
girl. Except for
Well,
what
it still kind of does, yeah.
Now, what do you think about parents? How much should the parents take blame for when these things happen? Because there is a story out of Michigan where a shooter, Ethan Crumbley,
The Kremlis.
the Crumbleys, this was a school shooter. And now the parents, I guess, are under fire because when the school called them to let them know about some misbehaviors that they said the kid needed counseling. They never got him the counseling. They knew he had a gun and they didn't take the gun away from him. They were kind of bad parents, deadbeat parents. Now the kid ends up shooting up a school, and now their son was 15 when he did it. Now the parents possibly going to be facing charges, and they're on trial for it.
Now, let me just say, I do remember this case, and the parents in this one was exceptional because they knew the kid was going to shoot up the school. There were text messages back and forth between this kid and his mom, and the kid is drawing pictures of himself shooting up the school with the words "help me" real big on it. And he's calling his mom and texting her like, I'm going to shoot up the school right before he does it. And they didn't say anything to anyone, and they didn't help anyone, and he got the gun from them. So, yeah, kind of your fault.
That's pretty wild.
Kind of.
That's pretty wild.
So the
Mom
parents
knew what was going on.
She definitely did.
Yeah, the parents now on trial in Michigan, and they face charges. So, I mean, how much parents should be held accountable when their kids act out of control?
I do think that they do, and especially
When
if they're
they're
under
under,
18,
yeah,
and
under 18,
especially if he
yeah.
gets that firearm from you, then shit, yeah.
Under 18, they still under your roof, and you still responsible for them.
You
so
go
they
to
go
jail
out and
with
do
him.
some shit. They shoot
Go
up
ahead,
a school. Your ass is in trouble. Your ass is in trouble.
All right, we got a couple more topics to get to. This one out of Mississippi, a news anchor was quoting Snoop Dogg live on air and got fired. Or at least
Mizzle, bizzle, bitch.
we haven't seen her on television since it happened. Let's listen to the story this out of Mississippi.
Before we know it, she'd have a Snoop Dogg tattoo on her shoulder.
A shizzle, my nizzle.
I'm telling you. Julie, what you think about that?
I think that'd be pretty cool.
Before we know it, she'd have a Snoop Dogg tattoo on her shoulder.
A shizzle, my nizzle.
So that line there got her fired. What do you think about that? Should the woman be fired for?
Did she
referring
say?
to-
Did she say nizzle?
She said for shizzle,
Yes,
my
she
nizzle.
did.
Yeah, then yeah.
She
Yeah, because if you take apart the word
The
nizzle, then yeah.
reference, the reference of what it means. Sure.
She got.
I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that one.
No, you're not.
I said it twice.
Damn it, TK. We'll talk about this.
I
after
thought
the
that was
show.
I thought that one was good though.
We'll talk about it after the show.
All right.
So do you,
Nah,
you
man.
believe the woman should have been fired? Snoop Dogg comes
I don't
up
think
during the
she shoulda-
broadcast.
I don't think she should have been.
She says that-
fired.
I think Gentry was trying to
get some-
talk, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was done. I was
No,
listening
actually-
to Memphis, Ramo.
Thank you, asshole.
Good.
Nice
Yeah.
try.
No, it was true because he
Ladies!
was. He was talking when he
No, he
started.
wasn't. He was done. He was asking. a
I'm
question.
pretty sure he wasn't. Go ahead. Your show.
Thank you. So yeah, I don't think she was supposed to be fired, suspended. Yeah, that's it.
She should have been or shouldn't have been.
Shouldn't have.
Shouldn't have been.
Yeah, I mean, she just got way too comfortable. That's all that is.
She can say it.
She
As
said.
long as she didn't say the full word, then she just fired.
Yeah, well, you know,
Would she be fired then?
probably so.
I think anybody would.
Yeah, I think they would.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for those things and those topics. Let's move on to Tomcats. Not so good news.
Wonderful.
Is it time for the news already? Do I got to sit up or something? Oh, fuck.
The show's just flown by. Episode 60 here of the Outcast podcast.
Wow. That's a-
Good one, huh?
One of the most least respected anchormen in all of news. He is Tomcat, our news guy. Go ahead, Tom.
Your mom loves me. All right, March 29th, 2023. Birthdays this week. There really weren't any good ones today, but we had Lady Gaga, 36 this week. Reba McEntire, 67. Vince Vaughn, 52. Mariah Carey, 54. And Fergalicious at 48. Today is Manatee Appreciation Day. It is also National Mom and Pop Business Day. So go and get something from your mom and pop shop today. Let me fire my fucking cinematic movie review news. This is for my movie reviews because I went and seen another movie this week, and this week I went and saw Everything Everywhere All at Once. This movie is is a quirky interdimensional weirdness. There's a genuine emotional payoff to Everything Everywhere All at Once. In the film, the existence of a multiverse turns Evelyn and Joy into nihilists. If anything is possible, then nothing matters. But the central message of the movie that is the importance of kindness. So go see Everything Everywhere All at Once. Hard to say the name of it.
That's the movie with Jamie Lee Curtis
Yes.
that she won an Oscar for.
Best Supporting Actress.
Interesting.
Yes, it's really fucking good. It's like Goonies meets Matrix meets Back to the Future meets fucking I don't know, another one.
Fucking
like that.
I don't know.
It's
but
really good.
great.
Oh, meets Pulp Fiction. It's really, really
Nice.
good.
Cool.
And what's it
Okay.
called? One more time, the name of it?
Everything Everywhere All at Once. Won a bunch of Oscars. You can get it on Showtime on streaming. It's $11 a month, but if you sign up for the 30-day trial, you can get it for free. All right, news. We're going to the Gwyneth Paltrow trial. Gwyneth Paltrow has been in court all day testifying about a ski accident that occurred back in 2016.
7 years ago.
She took the stand in her own defense. I got a little bit of audio from Mrs. Paltrow.
Make sure that I got this all right. I didn't know if it was an intentional assault of a sexual nature. Was he grinding and thrusting or something, or just the noises? What made you think it was
That's the lawyer.
a sexual assault?
Here she is.
So that was a quick thought that went through my head when I was trying to reconcile what was happening. I was skiing and two skis came between my skis, forcing my legs apart, and then there was a body pressing against me, and there was a very strange grunting noise. And so my brain was trying to make sense of what was happening. I thought,
Yeah. So this guy's supposed to take the stand next. The case is ongoing, but Gwyneth Paltrow took the stand in her own defense this week, and we'll have more updates next week on this.
Oh, that's crazy.
Didn't Gwyneth Paltrow have a vagina-smelling candle?
Now, she did have a vagina-smelling candle. Now, I'm wondering if that's what this guy was going for. Paltrow's suing this guy. She's countersuing, but only for $1. So she's not in it for the money.
And her attorney fees.
She says she thought he was trying to like sexually assault her. She says she thought he.
Well, see, maybe that was the case. His wife
She's
got
like,
one of those candles, and he was like, "I want to see if it really does smell
What
like
if-
her
what-
woo-ha."
what-
He was going in for the sniff.
Yeah.
What if he like did fall on like he said or whatever, and he's trying to get up, and she pulled him on top of her? Gwyneth Paltrow crazy.
That's what he said. That was his defense. He was like, she was coming at me. All right.
What's he suing her for? How much money do we know?
Let me see. How much is he?
I
don't
thought
have
I
that
read, like, a couple
information,
$1 million.
How much he's suing her for? I'll get that for next week.
I do see
The
online where you can order her "This Smells Like My Vagina" candle.
How much is the Cooch candle, Gentry?
The Cooch candle, it looks like $45 for the roll-on. Right now, that looks like they're sold out. Oh no, here it is, $75.
Now, is it soft enough to
Holy
bang this
shit.
candle? No,
It's
I'm just
10 and a
That's
half.
fucking disgusting.
How about I heat up this candle and just stick my dick in the wax and
You can actually finance the smell of her vagina if you want to.
Finance.
You
Oh,
can
great.
knock it down
You
to
need
4
to.
interest-free
Vag candle.
payments. You can get 4 interest-free payments of
What's that like?
$18.75.
Look, she's standing in a giant vagina.
Yes, there it is.
I mean, they
This
should have had like a wind blower,
I
like a
love
wind
it.
blower
I
coming out, confetti coming out, shit.
The things just bouncing on her head. Boing, boing, boing.
It says here on the internet, it says, with a funny, gorgeous, sexy, and beautiful unexpected scent. This candle is made with geranium. it's citrusy, it says. What is bergamot?
Bergamot. Oh, that's great.
What's
dude.
bergamot? You just let out a bergamot.
A huge one.
And it's got cedar juxtaposed with damask rose and some amberette seed, whatever that is.
So her vagina's supposed to smell like all that.
It's sophisticated warmth, I guess, if you get the candle.
Now, if your lady comes home and you're burning that candle, she's gonna be like, "Oh, smells like padus in here. Is this
Smells like
who are you
Paltrow.
fucking?
Yeah, right.
You got that Paltrow pussy going again.
Why does it smell like labia in here, man?"
Oh, it's been a heck of an episode 60. You know, I feel like the blood pressure only got high for maybe 6 minutes of the show today. So.
Not even.
It's kind of how we do it. You get a little bit of this
It's
and a
just
little
fun.
of that. You get the happy, the sad, the pissed off.
The bada bing.
That's going to really do it for the month of March. Man, 2023, we're already through the first quarter of the year.
That's fucking
We're at the
6 months out from the hurricane.
We're at
Fuck
the
you, Ian. Sorry.
the quarter pole.
Yeah,
I think I smell vagina.
that's disgusting.
You smell that?
Yeah.
Go brush your teeth.
Rinse and gargle.
It's the mic.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Well, I appreciate you, Outcast. It's
Yeah.
been a heck of a show. We're brought to you by BetterHelp.com/Outcast. If you're feeling like an outcast and you'd like to talk to somebody about it, professionals are standing by at BetterHelp.com/Outcast. Save 10%. Any final words from you, Ramo?
Nope.
I know
Good.
you were done an hour ago. Tomcat, anything from you?
Be kind to each other because nobody knows what's going on.
And Memphis, you get you've been very upset that people haven't let you talk. So I'm going to delay so you only get 2 seconds to talk, but here you go. Now's your time to shine. Memphis, anything you got?
Pause.
You're on.
I love it. He's good.
You got nothing?
TK does. Gas.
We'll be back next week, God's willing. See you guys.